Showtime, showtime. We fresh out of the oven. Now these have been cooling on the sideboard for some maybe 10-15 minutes, no more. From over here on the east coast of Arkansas, as Shop Dog Sam. We got a road trip coming up. Gonna bake some cookies for the road. They are cherry chocolate oatmeal cookies. And what we got, let's just get started and don't be fooling around with this good old-fashioned, it's oats. Them right there, that's them old-fashioned rolled oats, and that's a cup. That's 1 1/4 cup. You don't want that. That's not going to be enough. I'm gonna put a little handful in there extra. Them rolled oats, some cinnamon, maybe a half a spoon, and well, see about how much cinnamon that is. Just put that right over in there, and we are going to put some sugar in it. So put you some salt in yonder. Flour. I was questioning about some flour. What kind do I use? And this right here is that self-rising flour. And actually, there's two different brands there. I was running short on a bag over there. It was taking up too much space, so I just dump her off in there. All you've got. No more than about 1.5 cups of that there. Let's get that right there out of the way there so we can get that mixed up. We're not going to be fooling around with this recipe. Sugar. Use whatever kind you got. If you've got that there, if you've got that brown sugar, by all means use it. Most everything's to taste after you've made a recipe a few times, and just follow this through there, and I guarantee there will not be a cookie left. We need a cup of sugar, and you can measure it out if you want to, but usually a cup is too good. That's a little bit heavy on the sugar, but that'll be all right. Oh, that's gonna be good. We got to put some of that there cocoa in there. We need about 1/2 cup of it. So just kind of, you see, that's some good stuff right there. That's some really, really good stuff. Get that cocoa powder in there. Clean up as you go. You're going to have a little fluff on the side there. Your powdered ingredients, if they're dry as they should be, you're going to have a little fluff on the sideboard, and clean up as you go. I'm going to put a little pinch of, that's not hardly enough, soda. That baking soda, I kind of like the taste of that baking soda, so I put 2 pinches in there. And I'm not going to put no egg in it, so I'm going to put, I'll show you something. You see that right there? That's them instant grits. And that's a good handful right there. I believe I'll put another one of them in there. Two good handfuls of instant grits. Stir it up. If you have to use a spoon, if you don't want to get your hands in your wash up before you start cooking, let me give you a caution. Always cook clean. If you have to, use a spoon. If not, mix it up and go with it. Next is going to be a little bit of vanilla extract. And don't go too much on this. See what you're putting in there? See about that much right there? That's not hardly enough. That's about a spoonful of that vanilla extract. Clean up as you go. I got that in there, and I got a 1/2 stick of melted margarine. Just pour that off in there like that. That melted margarine, if you use that, you can call this vegan. It ain't got no fat products in there. It ain't got no eggs in it. It ain't got none of that stuff in there. Oh yeah. You know, most of the time I'm giving you a caution of don't be a tasting this right here before you get it completely done. Don't be tasting it. And right here's the reason why. Them right there, that's them maraschino cherries, red in color. And I had a full jar of them, a medium-sized jar, and I needed to cut them into 4 pieces. And what happened is I made the mistake of tasting one of them, and you can see time that I got enough saved on the side there, and it was a miracle that I could stop midway. I only ended up with about a half a jar, but that'll be enough. That'll get the job done. As you can notice, there's no liquid in this right here. We ain't got no egg in there. So what we're going to do is let's put us a little bit of water in there, about that much. About a quarter of a cup of water. Just put it in there and let's stir him up right here. That water will get them. We're gonna have to put some more in there, but that'll get them. There. Ingredients. It'll get them started. Let's more water. More water. Don't put it all in there at once. Kind of sneak up on it. Now, if you're adding it up there, we got about a half a cup in there now. Oh yeah, that's looking better. You see that? Oh, you want this right here to where it will form a ball, but not dry and not too wet. We've got the oven over there preheating. This is one of the instances where you would preheat. Oh, that's looking good and it smells wonderful. Let me tell you about that. But don't forget, we got that oven preheating at 350 degrees, and we're only going to bake these right here. That's looking good. Don't let me be distracted how good that looks. We're going to bake them for 10 minutes. That's all. Oh yeah. Oh, that's going to be perfect. See that? Oh, that's going to be just right. And that was about a half a cup. About a half a cup. And don't lick that. Don't even think about tasting it now. Don't even think about it. Don't think about tasting this now, because if you do, you won't never have nothing left to bake. It's that good. But you see what? That's pretty much come out pretty much perfect. That will. And you put about that much. We're going to show you something. Don't forget, don't taste that. Now, back to the back to the dough mix. What you do is you, oh, that's just right there. And you get you a spoonful of that right there and put it on that. That's a little bit too big right there. Whoever got that cookie right there, it would be too big. And you put that right on there like that. Not too close together, but I use baked less so that they have a little room, because they're going to spread out. Oh, he's going to be good. Cherry chocolate oatmeal cookies. The road trip. Got a road trip coming up is the reason for this bake right here. Oh, they won't be none left for that road trip. Well, who am I kidding? Not myself. Oh, these will never last till the last pan is out of the oven. That's enough right there. And okay, now you see what we got right there? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to shove these up in that preheated oven. Did I mention it was 350 degrees? I'm going to shove it in that oven for 10 minutes. I'm going to retrieve them from that oven and let them set on the pan for 10 minutes. And I did oil that pan. Did I mention that I oiled the pan down with some vegetable oil? This is veg and so far. The aftermath of the 10 minutes in the oven will be presented here on the sideboard shortly. Now, this right here that's a resistance detente. The presentation and when it was all said and done, it was 1 cookie short of 3 dozen. Set them aside, and as always, a very, in this case, strong cup of coffee for the accompaniment. And if you remember, I replaced the eggs in this recipe with instant grits. That left me with some eggs for a bread pudding. Always a bread pudding on the standby. The not too, and you can see the red maraschino cherries with less. Let's just get right in there and get it on the camera. You can see how flaky they are, but they don't fall apart. Baked all the way through from front to back. Very good. Oh yeah. As always, well, not as always, to be honest about it, these are pretty good. Just delicious, as a matter of fact. I'm going to leave it with you. Cherry chocolate oatmeal cookies. From here on the east coast of Arkansas, we may be poor, but we eat good.